Hey y'all, welcome to part 4 of how to crochet a mesh sweater. So you probably could have pretty much finished it from part 3 because I basically showed y'all, how to start the sleeves and do that, and you can basically do it to the point that you wanted if you're doing short sleeves or long sleeves. This one I'm doing long sleeves. I was going to do bell sleeves, but I decided that I just kind of wanted to keep it the same width all the way across, and so it does kind of like hang down but not quite as long as a bell sleeve. But I wanted to show y'all in this, I wanted to show y'all how to increase or decrease if you do want to do bell sleeves or if you want the sleeves to be tighter at the end. I was going to show y'all how to do that with this stitch, and then I will show you the finished product. So that's what this part 4 is going to be about. So basically, if you are wanting to decrease, so let's say, this is going to be kind of wide on my arm, but let's say you want it to fit a little bit more snugly at the wrist. I would start kind of elbow length for this to start decreasing, and do maybe every other. You can kind of see, or every third if you don't want it to be super decreased, but just a little bit. Depends on how long your arms are, different things, but you can kind of play around with how much you want to decrease it. You don't want to do too much, but you want to decrease just before you get to the end of a row. So you can see this is where my chain 4 to start that row, and that. So basically what you're going to do, so I have 2 more stitches, 2 more double crochets there to get through. So I've done my double crochet chain 1. You are basically, to decrease, you're going to double crochet 2 together. So you're going to go through and you're going to put it in that first double crochet, pull it through the first 2, then you're going to do yarn over again, put it through that next stitch there, yarn over, pull it through. Oops, I kind of got some, this thread does split. Pull it through 2, and then you're going to pull it through all 3 there. So it's like a double crochet, so you can kind of see that. Then you're going to do a chain 1, just like that was like if it was 1 double crochet there. And then you're going to slip stitch into the top of your 3rd chain, just like you do at the end of your row. And then you're going to turn your work, and you're going to chain 4 to start for your next row. And then you're going to treat that, see, you can see your 2 together, you're going to treat that as 1. So you're just going to, there's your chain 1 there, and here's your double crochet 2 together, and you're just going to double crochet into that, and then continue your stitch across. And so that's basically treated as 1. So you're decreasing 1 little section per row. So you can do that if you want to decrease it. And so that you can just do that every other one if you want to for decreasing. Okay, and so if you want to do like a bell sleeve, if you want it to be nice and big, to increase, you're going to go up to, so you just have 1 more stitch left. So you just have one more double crochet left to go in this row. And what you're going to do is you're going to double crochet, chain 1, and then you're going to go into that same stitch, and you're going to double crochet and chain 1. And then you're going to slip stitch into the top of your chain 3. Turn your work, do your chain 4 to start. And then your first stitch, you're just going to go into, see where you had your little increase there, and you're just going to go into that first double crochet and just treat it like it was 2 different ones, even though it was all in the same stitch. And then you just kind of go through, and so you'll be able to increase 1 little box per thing there. So you'll just go through and increase that. And so that is how you increase. So you can increase every row, you can increase every other. It depends on how big you want it to be. Okay, and so then when you get to the end of however long you want your sleeves, then we're going to do a row of just double crochet, just like we did like at the beginning of our like the beginning and end of the body part and things like that. So you're just going to chain 3 to start, and then you're going to do a double crochet in that chain 1 space, and then a double crochet in the double crochet, and you're just going to repeat that around. So you're going to do a double crochet in the chain 1 space, and so you're basically keeping the same number of stitches, but then you're just double crocheting around until you get to that, and you're not putting any chain 1s in between. You're just doing your double crochets all the way around to do a nice little finish there. Okay, so I have double crocheted around, and I'm back to the beginning, and I'm going to slip stitch into the top of my chain 3, and then I'm going to cut my yarn, and I am done with this sleeve. So I will show y'all how this sweater turned out, what it looks like on. I'm loving these colors. Yeah, it really turned out fun. So let me show y'all what it looks like. All right, and this is the finished product. So this is the sweater. I'm loving these different colors for the stripes and the sleeves. So like I said, I didn't do bell sleeves, but they're kind of wide. I just left them like the same width. And so I really like them because I made sure they're long enough. I'm tall, I've got long arms, so this way, but it's really actually pretty cozy for being like kind of a meshy thing. I really love this yarn. This is the Cotton Sprout Stripes from Premier. But yeah, so this is what this sweater looks like. So yeah, so I hope y'all enjoyed the tutorial, and I'm also going to do a like 60-second or less like kind of quick video of how to do it, because it's really simple sweater, but of course I did 4 parts to kind of have a lot of details and stuff. But I'm gonna do kind of a quick video that I'll probably post tomorrow of kind of quick and easy guide if you want, just kind of, you know how to do the stitch, just, you know, figure it out kind of thing. But yeah, so I hope y'all enjoyed this. Have a good day.